I just found the video from my very first MMA fight. Now, to be fair, it's actually not MMA because it was still in the gray zone of what's legal back then. So they called it shoot fighting, meaning if you get to the ground, you can only do grappling and submissions, which was not a good thing for a striker such as myself, and you will see why, because it ends in the very first round. Let's have a look. I'm in the white trunks, my opponent has black. Okay, first of all, look how skinny I am. Wow! I had to cut a lot of weight for this fight. All I did was eat caffeine pills just to make sure that I would pee a lot. And then I couldn't have any salt or carbs, and this was the result. Okay, see, he goes straight for a takedown. Because if I remember correctly, he was actually a grappler. And as you can see, I try to go for a guillotine choke immediately. I let go and I start punching him instead. Whoa! Did you see that? If he hadn't ducked for my front leg mawashigeri, maybe it wouldn't have slipped above his head, and who knows, I might have ended the fight right there with a knockout. But as you can see, he ducked down and went straight for a takedown again. I gotta say, I look pretty ripped. Nice. He really wants that takedown. Wow, and now he even hooks his leg around my leg. And we fall down. He got it. I established control with my legs, and again, there is no ground and pound allowed. Now, usually in a full contact MMA fight, you don't want to be on the bottom because he would start raining down punches. So I just secure my legs around him in the guard, and then I just relax a little bit. Now, I knew that his specialty was Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so he could do a lot of tricks from here. All I wanted to do was just hold him in place so that the ref would stand us up due to inactivity. And there we go. The ref asks us to stand up. That's exactly what I wanted. Funny how much my fighting style has changed since then. Even in my last fight, which took place in a cage, it was completely different. And that's why it's so good to look at old videos of yourself to see that you're actually evolving, hopefully. What was that? I just let him come and grab me. He just keeps going for the takedowns. And did you see that? I tried a high kick from a striking distance. Wow. I was bold. Spinning back kick, nice. I missed it. Oh, he tagged me. He gave me like a quick left hook. Wow. And so we end up in the guard position one more time. But he tries to pass it. Obviously, he wants to get some kind of a submission hold on me. I have no idea what's happening. He tries to go for a leg lock. Wow. Luckily, I hook my other leg around so he can't do it, and then I just sit on top. And again, I think my strategy here was to just not do much on the ground or stand up. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. By the way, how do you guys like my black belt karate shorts? Pretty cool, right? What was that? I think his shin guard somehow got turned around, so we had to fix that. Okay, yep. Fight continues. Where's my footwork and why is my stance so narrow? I mean, that's really bad against a grappler. That was the slowest spinning back kick I've ever seen, and I didn't even set it up with my hands or anything. And then, of course, he goes for the grappling. I go for some swings. Wow, we look like such amateurs. And we were amateurs. It was not a professional fight or anything. I think it was his first fight as well, probably. Except I actually think he practiced for this fight, and I didn't. See, I have this philosophy that you should not talk about stuff that you don't have any experience in. And that is why I wanted to try MMA. Because if you don't walk the walk, you shouldn't talk the talk, right? Put up or shut up. And this is me putting up. Did you see that sweep? The key to making this kind of sweep work is to just wait for your opponent to knee you in the gut and then you sweep his supporting leg. I'm not a grappler. I don't want to go to the ground. So why did I try to grab his leg and do a leg lock? It's so stupid because now he's gonna reverse that position on me somehow. Let's see. He tries to sit up and defend. Yep, he goes into the mount position. And here he tries some kind of choke, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he starts working something. And look, I'm not even resisting. I was so tired at this point. Now, what actually happened here was that he took his forearm and he started pushing it against my throat. And in my head, I'm thinking, what an amateur. This is not even a real technique. So what I do is I just try to push his arm away. But what I didn't know was that it was a trap. So he lets go and my arms extend and he just grabs one arm, sits down and pulls that juji gatame, that straight armbar, and it is over. I fell into his trap like a sucker. This was so embarrassing, but I hope you enjoyed this trip down memory lane. Now go check out my other videos to see even more ways of me attempting to use karate in a more functional context. Thank you so much for watching. Train hard, good luck, and as always, have fun.